The men with money who were once broke and had women when broke are good with women with money.
Yeah.
But the men with money who never got girls when they were broke are fish, and they get fished. It's like they get wheeled in and wrecked. The men.
Hello, it's Antoine Williams. This is the E Nation YouTube channel, back with another one. It's August 13th, 2024, and yeah, it's been a while. I've been busy. You may notice that my computer is now in my bedroom. I now live in San Antonio. I lived in Niagara Falls, New York when I started these videos. Then I moved to Buffalo, New York. Now I'm in San Antonio, Texas. So I've been busy moving all my stuff. I had to throw out a lot of stuff. But today I was scrolling and I seen this video. I'm not a big Andrew Tate fan. I don't watch his stuff. For some odd reason, I get a lot of his stories, a lot of like shorts of him. They're really annoying. But this one is one of the very few where I was like, he's making a perfectly good point, and I think what he's saying is actually true. I've had situations recently because I've been single for like 3 months now. Been single since like the end of April, and I've started I was in like a very long relationship. I was with her for like almost 6 years, so I've been taking it slow with dating. But I've been reaching out a little bit more now because it's been a while, and I've seen some stuff like I've been tested with people. Cultures, like maybe it's because I'm in my early 30s, but things are just different now. And what he's saying, I think, is pivotal in as far as mindset. I really think that it's smarter to have the mindset of a person who, hopefully, you're a person who was able to get women. Like, let's say, because what he's saying is perfect for me, because when I was younger, I was broke. And I'm not saying I'm rich or nothing now, but I can pay my way. I can, afford an apartment. I can live. Like, I have nobody out here in San Antonio with me. In Buffalo, I have my whole family, but here I have nobody. But I'm still able to make it because I make enough to be able to make it, pay my bills, and I don't have to ask anybody for a thing. And but when I was younger, I was totally broke, living with my family. It took me over 5 years to get a 4-year degree, and the entire time I was barely working. I'd be lucky if I made like $5K a year. But one thing I did not suffer with was women. Dude, I met women all the time going out. I went on plenty of dates, and I dated plenty of people. And I think that what he's saying is perfectly true. If you are able to get women without money, then when you get money, it's not like you can still get women without using money as your means. And I think that's a better way to be. If you go out here, I think I've said this before, but I think it's worth repeating. I really honestly believe that if you start paying for affection, it never ends. And as soon as you can't pay, the affection ends. Like, if you pay, no amount of money will be enough. It's like a drug addict. No amount of drugs. Like $1 is not enough, and $1 is too much, and $1 million, and it'll never be enough money. Like they'll always want more. And then when you finally can't, it's just like they're sucking the life out of you. It's once you can't do it anymore, they just move on. And a big thing that I've realized is like not all women, but a lot of women can move on very quickly. Like, you can be like very invested, and they can be dating someone else in a week. They can be dating someone else very quick. Like sometimes they already have someone in mind. So it's just not like it's not worth like. It's worth meeting someone, making a connection, spending time with them, and caring about them. But as far as like leading with money, I've said this in other videos. I just think that's a bad idea. But yeah, so I just think what he's saying is true, and I think the people who couldn't get women without money, I think that what they should do is they should try to learn how to. Like, I remember when I got my motorcycle, and I have a close friend of mine, and he said to me, with that motorcycle, you're able to get women. And I was like, no, I just enjoy motorcycles. I just enjoy them. I always wanted one, so I got one. I was in a relationship at the time. I'm like, I'm not trying. It's not to get women. It's just something that I enjoy doing. And I think that's the mindset he had is not the mindset you should have. You shouldn't think, well, I'm going to get these things and have this stuff. It's going to impress women, and I'm going to get them. That's like the wrong way to go into it. What you should do is be like, I'm going to meet women, be confident, get to know them, they just know me, and we decide together that we want to be together and that we like each other. it should have nothing to do with finances. Like that like, in my opinion, like some people do that, but I'm saying like I think that just doesn't work. It just sucks. It just sucks for the guy in the end because you end up giving everything, they end up giving nothing. People need to be equally invested in the situation, and the perfect situation I have is right here. So I talked to a couple people, and I've had some issues, and I've had to like flat out like look and be like, what am I doing? Like no, and just be straight with them. Like I joined some dating apps, which I'm starting to think I'm just gonna leave them because it's coming up fruitless. I think I just had to meet people in person. I just had to man up and talk to people in person and make a connection face to face because on these dating apps. So I have this one on here. I just have my phone in front of me. Sorry, the angle you can't really see what I'm doing with my hands, but I try to fix that. No, this is as good as it's gonna get. I have to work on my setup. But okay, so I was going back and forth with this girl, and her profile said, if you want to get to know me, take me out. I'm old school. I like to be taken out. So when she swiped, number one, when I first seen her profile, I have it set so that I can see when people swipe right on me. No one had swiped right on me, so I was swiping, and I seen her profile, and I seen what she was saying, like, oh, I'm old school, I need you, if you want to get to know me, you have to take me out, and she was very beautiful, but she just, the way her profile was, it just came off like, she's gonna be a problem. I was like, nah, I'm like, she's really hot, and she's already got, like, this attitude. I'm like, no, so I swiped no on her. Then I seen when she swiped right on me, so I'm like, alright, well, she's hot, let me at least try. I'm like, let me at least try to talk to her. So I swiped right on her, talked to her for a while, and I didn't bother trying to get to know her too much because she said right on her profile, if you want to get to know me, take me out to eat. So I got her. So I told her, let me take you out. I didn't even try. I was like, okay, well, let's go out. Let's go out to the sushi place. I want to go to a sushi. I've been trying to try sushi places out here anyways. So whatever. I'm about to pay, for food. That's kind of annoying, but that's not that much money. Like, yeah. See, I'm kind of going against what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have even done that. But so I told her that I would pay for us to go to sushi, so I can get to know her, and then she said, okay, we'll go tonight. Like that night, it was like a couple days ago. It was like on a Sunday. So then the time comes to go and she's not responding. So I'm like, okay, well, are we still going? What's going on? She doesn't answer. She'd asked for my number. She texts me way late at night, like 12 at night or something. And then the next day, I'm like, what happened? We were supposed to go yesterday. And then she's like, oh, well, we can go today. We can go. I'm like, I have a job. I'm like, I can't go. I work. I can't just go at any. We were supposed to go yesterday. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm off in a couple days. We can go then. Then she's going back and forth with me talking about, oh yeah, so then she's like saying, I don't know. So I was like, so since our plans got messed up, I'm trying to talk to her and get to know her. I'm asking her questions about what she does, about where she lives and all this. Not where she lives. I was asking her questions about, what she does for a living, who she lives with, like, what she does for, like, just trying to talk to her. And she's not trying to respond. She's like trying to be like, oh, well, if you want to know me, take me out. I'm like, I tried to take you out. You didn't show up. You just stopped messaging. It's like, oh, I can do it now. I'm like, I am at work. Just talk to me. And then she was like, then I'm like, okay. Well, then like when she said, I'm like, okay, well, let's just go out on Wednesday and we'll talk then. Oh, I don't know. I was like, all right, this is coming off like mad shady. I'm like, this is why I said, let's just forget the whole thing. This is coming off shady. You're busy, but don't work. Because I asked her what she does for jobs, said she doesn't work a job. I'm like, you're 29? Like in my head, I'm like, you're 29, you don't work a job? I'm like, that's weird. Then I asked her who she lives with, she didn't answer. I'm like, okay. So this way, I said, let's just forget the whole thing. This is coming off shady. You're busy, but you don't work. You don't want to get to know me unless I take you out. It was nice talking to you, though. I just said that and kept it pushing. She was hot, and I did want to talk to her, but it was just like, when it's the right person, it's easy. It's not difficult. And these people, I don't understand, like, maybe just us getting older, I feel like a lot of chicks, like, they get in their head, like, well, if a guy wants to get to know me, they need to do this, they need to do that, blah, 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 blah. It's like, how tone deaf can you be? Like, you understand, like, the guy is a fucking person. Like, you're a person, they're a person. You have things you want, they have things they want. I wanted her to answer that day. We made plans for that day. Then when the time came, she just stopped responding. I'm like, what the hell? So and then she wants to do it the next day. I'm like, I have a job. Like I have to work. I'm not available all the time. And then I said, I said, you can come over, we can hang out, we can go to the pool, we can do this and that, but I can't leave. I'm working remotely, so I can't leave like my apartment. I'm like, I can take a break and we can talk for a little bit and get to know each other. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know you well enough. It's like, okay, well, you're just looking at it from your point of view. And it's like, someone's like extremely fucking selfish, I just get tired of it. It's like, that was annoying. And then I had another one. This girl was actually before the other one. So I was talking to her. She looked okay. She really wasn't even that hot, but she didn't come out the gate saying any red flags. So I got her number, and we were just small talking about where she lives, where I live, and we were just small talking. And then I'm like trying to get to know her. I'm like asking her like what she does for fun and stuff, and she's saying the stuff, and I'm talking about the stuff. Like she said video games, I just asked her about the games and stuff like that. And then she asked me where I was from. Then I can literally play it. Let me just play with. I'll try to turn up the volume.
Yeah, dude. What about you? And are you a provider? Cause let's just cut to the chase. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of this shit.
She said, "Let's just cut to the chase. Are you a provider? I'm tired of this shit." What the fuck is she talking about? What is with these people? Do I look like? Why? Like, I blame you guys because I'm not the one doing this. Like, do I look like I'm out here trying to just have dependents? Like, oh, am I a provider? Am I gonna provide for you? Why would I provide for another grown ass adult? And that's what I was thinking about. I'm like, oh, here we go. She's on this bullshit, and it really is bullshit. What am I a provider? The answer is no. And I sat there and thought about it because I'm like, this is a woman, and I want to meet women, and I want to date a woman. So am I just gonna like say no and then she moves on? Like, am I gonna say that? I guess ultimately the answer is yes, I have to. Because if you're just gonna lie, it's just gonna be it's just not gonna work. So this is what I end up saying. I said, not really out here trying to just spend money to make a woman like me. More of a type to build together with someone. I always expect someone I'm dating to contribute something to the relationship besides just their presence. And I think that's the perfect explanation of what I'm saying. Like, what does she contribute? She wants me to be a provider. What does she contribute besides her presence? I didn't even get to know her good enough to know if there's anything else she would contribute. And she's asking if I'm a provider. I'm not. I provide for myself. That's it. I don't have kids. I'm not married. I'm not looking for that. If she's looking for that, fine. But I implore to people, like, we need, like, it's not 1950 anymore. It's 2024. Women can work. Men can work. We can support ourselves. You can come together, and if you have children, you can work together to take care of the kid. Like, the guy doesn't have to have it all on their shoulders. And I wish that guys in general would push back on this. And I think what he said is part of why I'm like this, and maybe why other people aren't like this. Maybe it's just people who weren't getting women when they didn't have money. Now they got money, they use money to get women. I implore to you guys, learn how to do it without you spending money. Because it makes it harder for everyone. Like, now the expectation goes up. And it's like, it's not a reasonable expectation, and it's actually extremely self-centered of the woman to be like, well, if a guy wants to deal with me, he has to give me all this shit. You're not giving me a bunch of shit. Like, it's not reciprocal, and it's not logical. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, I've said this in old videos, it's like, you're getting something out of the relationship too. I'm getting something out of the relationship. Are we acting like we like being alone? Like being alone is like a better option than being with someone who won't be a provider to you? Like, are we saying that being alone is better than that? Because it's not. Like, I'm gonna say it's not. Like, nobody wants to be alone like that. No woman that's straight wants to just hang out with women all the time and not have a guy in their life. No man who's straight wants to hang out with guys all the time and not have a woman in their life. That's what we give each other. I don't think we should give each other money or anything like that. I think it's just unreasonable and it's unrealistic with the way things are. Like I said, I'm not broke, but I don't got enough money to take care of like four people. You know, me, a wife, and 2 kids or anything like that. I have enough to take care of myself, and I have enough to go out and do fun stuff. Maybe buy you a present every once in a while. But that's like normal stuff, not like, oh, are you a provider? Oh, you need to take me out to eat just to meet me. Which already feels like a finesse. Like, I'm just like, I was already thinking when we went out, I really wasn't gonna pay. Like I was gonna be like, is there gonna be a second date? And then she's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna like, I was really gonna have cash. I would have cash on me. I was just gonna pay for my half and be like, I didn't know she didn't have a job, which is insane for a 29-year-old not to have a job. But I was just gonna pay for myself and be like, look, I'll reimburse you if we ever hang out again. But I'm not paying for you. I was already gonna do that with that chick. Because just because you're hot doesn't mean you just get a pass. Like you just like I don't think just because you're hot you should get a pass. Like oh you just go through life and you don't have to pay for meals. You don't have to contribute anything but your looks. It's like that's a joke. But yeah, I'm back. I finally got my computer set up. I'm gonna try to find this like I literally seen this video and it immediately motivated me to make a video. And I'm gonna try to motivate myself and get more consistent, make more videos, try to get some subscribers. And I'll see you guys in the next one. It was fun.